Hello, everyone. Welcome back to today's topic. Today's topic, we're going to go through D365 Forecast to Plan. My name is Judy. I am your today's moderator. In today's business landscape, it is very paramount to have accurate demand forecast as well as utilizing resources for planning. And through this webinar, we're going to take you through end-to-end scenarios of leveraging D365 so that we can ensure a seamless transition from forecasting to planning. We're going to have our expert Abdul take us through the session so that he can show us how we can use D365 strategically to make sure we optimize resource utilization and also get a prediction that is very precise. Before we get to the webinar, I'd like to introduce our company, Software Dynamics. In Software Dynamics, we deal with system integration as well as comprehensive ERP, CRM, and HR and payroll module implementations. We automate businesses, we deal in business intelligence, as well as future in tech. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce our expert, Abdul, so that he can take us through our webinar session for D365 Forecast to Plan.
Thank you very much, Judy, for the introduction. And as Judy explained, the main goal for today's webinar is to go through Forecast to Plan functionalities in Business Central. We'll be able to showcase on the sales part the budgets that can be inputted in Business Central and comparison between the actual sales amounts and the budgets and how the company can benefit from that experience. So without further ado, let me just navigate into the system. So that right there is the agenda, and the agenda clearly shows that we'll cover overview of Dynamic 365 BC, understanding BC sales inventory analysis, forecasting processes with step-to-step guide, analyzing budgets versus actual items, creating customized sales analysis reports, managing budgets and forecasting for sales, implementing data and customization, and calculation of formulas, advanced forecasting analysis, dimensional analysis, and setting up sales and inventory forecasting, and lastly, advanced forecast management. So let me just navigate into the system. I'll share my screen. Okay. Okay, right now we'll navigate to the finance module, and we'll be able to go to sales budgets. So in sales budget is where we can set up the estimated budgets, and we can input the dimensions that will be used in the analysis, and we can input details either for quantity, sales amount, or cost amount for various inventory. So right here, as you can see, we have budget dimension code 1 and budget dimension code 2. So this has to be the shortcut dimensions. So we will input the shortcut dimensions that we want to use in the analysis. For this case is area and item group, but still in the general ledger setup, we have several dimensions, and as you can see right here, the global dimension is department and customer group. So for this case, these two global dimensions will appear in the sales budget page. So if I navigate to SD budget right here, you'll be able to see that the dimensions appear. So we have sales, department filter, and customer group. So assuming the company deals with different sizes of customers, medium businesses, large businesses, or small businesses, and intercompanies, institutions. So you can decide to only focus on one dimension to analyze data. So in this case, we chose medium-sized businesses or companies. And the department filter, we've inputted sales here. We have 3 departments: administration, production, and sales. So we'll use sales. And from this case, we are good from that part. And what needs to be done is to input the budgets for different months. So right here, as you can see, we have the budgets I've already inputted, and I'll showcase how I did that. So there are two options. You can either input them one by one if you need like to analyze budgets for a few items, or if there are many items or many inventories, you can pull the report in Excel. You can export like this on the action bar, then create a new document. Okay, now this is what we need. Okay, right here we have the Excel that we've exported from Business Central, and in this Excel we can populate data. We can input the quantities that we have the budgets for in different months. So from January to December, we can input the budgets. So we are mainly focusing on the quantities right now, not the sales amount. So we're expecting 100 units to move for this item code, 150 in January, February 150 items to move, March 200 items. So it goes until December. So for different items. So after you've populated the data, you can now go back to Business Central. So I'll have to present again. So right here you'll come to actions, write actions, import from Excel, then import. So you'll select the file that you've populated, the entries, and import. So in this case will be book 11, just import, and you'll have all the data right here. So at that case, we've already inputted the budgets, and we can now go to the report to analyze the sales by the item quantities. So as you can see right here, this is the quantity. So mainly we are basically focusing on quantities from that period of time. So from 1st of January to 1st of January 2025 to end of 2025, that will be in December. So I'll just go back, then I'll go to finance module, I'll go to sales analysis reports, then I have software dynamic sales analysis. Right here in sales analysis, I've inputted the formulas. So I'll come here, I can showcase that, select full and edit list, SD. So this is the analysis template that I'll be using, SD, software dynamics. And when I click here on the lines, you'll see that I've inputted all the items, and I've inputted the department code is sales and customer group is medium, because these are two dimensions that we're analyzing, medium businesses and department of sales. So that's how I've inputted them. And right here on the analysis column, here is where you input the formulas to do the calculation. And if you can notice, I've inputted the formulas to get the quantities. Right here you can see the value type is quantities, not sales amount, and the column type, it balances by date. And I compare item entries which are from sales invoices, posted sales invoices, and posted sales receipts, and also I compare with the item budgets that we've inputted earlier on the Excel sheet. So I'll just close this, and I can now click on the sales report, sales analysis report right here. So right here you can see that we have show matrix and we have view by year right down. So I'll just click on show matrix, and now it gives me the net change, what has been moving, the budget, and the difference. So the company can know, okay, this was the budget in that month, and these are the actual movement of the inventory. And with that data or with that information, the company can decide, okay, we need to reduce procuring these items, or we need to reduce the purchase of these items because they are not moving, or the company can decide to put a budget for certain items that are not moving, so that marketing can be done in that area and to improve the sales part. So that's the thought process of all this. So the company can really know if an item is moving or not, and make plans and strategies based on that. So that's the categorization by year. Also, you can categorize by month right here and show matrix. You'll be able to see all the differences, the actual, the budget, and the difference. And here it has net change 1 month. So it predicts 1 month from now based on the actual sales, or based on the actual movement of items, what might happen 1 month from now. And the difference 1 month from now also calculates. So you can also get the report from that just here, then you can preview. So that's the report. It can be printed, shows every item, the net change, budget differences, all the items. It's a very important report. So that's on the differences, and still you can analyze profitability based on that. You can check on, for example, right here I have this template calls up, which is called profitability analysis. If I click on this, then I go to SD. SD is a software dynamics template that I use for all the items. Then analysis column is profitability. So I have profitability, and right here I have the columns to analyze the profitability. So I'll just go back, then I'll go to show matrix. Yeah, right there. So as you can see right here, I have London chair, shows the sales turnover. It's 19,200. Shows the cost of goods and the gross profit margin and the percentage profit gross. Then I have the touring bicycle, the sales turnover, cost of goods, and the gross profit margin. So you'll be able to see the sales amount. So for this is the sales amount, it's not the quantity. So you'll be able to see for this item, this was the sales amount for period of time, and this is the cost of goods that the company incurred, and the gross profit. So if something is generating gross profit, you'll be able to see, and if not, it will also be seen. So with many items or massive inventories you see in companies, you can't really tell easily about the margins, but with this report it will assist. Imagine a company having like 10 branches and handling thousands of inventories. This will be handy. So that's on the monthly analysis. You can as well check on yearly analysis. So this is the yearly analysis. So as you can see right here, we have all these items that have been purchased by the company, but they've not been moving. They've not been selling. So this is the red ink just here shows that you need to pay close attention to these items. So you have the gross profit margin, which is negative, shows a loss, and percentage profit none. So as you can see, you can really make the decision based on facts by utilizing these reports in Business Central and implementing these reports. So that's not all. You can as well print for your records, or if you want to send to directors. Right here, you can see you can have the sales turnover, cost of goods, gross profit margin, percentage profit. It's listed right there. Okay. So now that's on profitability analysis. As you can see, it is able to do an analysis based on yearly analysis or monthly analysis, or from different times that you select. You can easily customize in the system. You can as well do the analysis based on geographical locations of businesses. So in the dimensions, in the sales budget right here, you can also input area code right here. This area code, so we can use area code to do an analysis of the how sales is performing in that company of different items. We can check on different geographical locations, let's say Nairobi, Eldoret, or Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, things like that. So that is possible with dimensions. And for now, I think we've covered the critical part of the analysis, and we can as well check on the advanced warehousing, I mean the advanced forecasting for certain items. So for that, I'll just go back to the home page, and let's say we select an item right here. We have to do the focus of certain item. I'll select the, for example, touring bicycle, this one. We want to do an analysis on this item, on a forecasting analysis on this. Okay, so right here you can see you have the forecasting here, the forecasting sidebar. So I'll just click here, then focus settings. Then I'll go to open Azure AI, the gallery. So what we need to do is setting up web services for sales and inventory setup in Business Central. So this video just showcases that. I'll open in Studio right here. And as you can see, we have the workspace. I'll click right here. Okay, we have the web services right here. It looks complex, but it's not. So let me just run this. And after running, I'll have to deploy. Okay, it's run. So I'm deploying the web service. As you can see, we have the key right here, API key, and we have the request response. So I'll take the API key, I'll copy it, Control C, then I'll go to request response. So in the Business Central environment, in the key, I'll input the key right here, and I'll input this URL for Business Central right here. So it's done. I can go back, and I can click on the action bar, then function, focus, update for sales focus. So it says there's not enough historical data to do that. So for that, you need historical data, and I think we can use front tool because it has historical data. So after doing the same process, what we will get in action in the forecasting part is something like this. The bar right here shows the predictions, what will happen in the future based on how the item is selling right now. So that's on inventory forecast, and it's a very simple process, as you can see. For that, you can be able to have a forecasting sidebar of every item in Business Central. I think that's all on forecasting to plan in Business Central. We've covered the core part of forecasting to plan, and we'll continue having similar demos or similar webinars to showcase many capabilities of Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central. For now, I'll have to pass the mic to the moderator. She'll take over. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Abdul. I hope the session was very insightful and informative as well. We were able to see how we can strategically use D365 to focus and plan. And that marks the end of our session. If you have any query or wish to reach us, you can reach us through the contact details above, and we'll surely get back to you with the information needed. Thank you. Until next time.